two-titted Tammy, tuned up Tommy, and Temecula. Oh, ah.
The results were otherwise. Unremarkable.
Ayo, what's going on there, Chief-O? Fucking Chief Wiggum? You fucking putting on a couple pounds there. Welcome back to the Speakeasy. Congratulations for making it to another episode of the Unforgettable, Unremarkable podcast. Yeah, guys, we made it. All right, I am your little guy, your drinking buddy here. You they made me captain. Goose Gonzo Gaspacho on all platforms. Go ahead and follow us. Follow the pod. Subscribe. Listen. Tell your fucking friends. We put in a lot of work over here, and fuck, made me count, bitch. So yeah, hey, go ahead and show some goddamn love, because we showing all of ourselves to use. Okay, gotta wet my whistle here. Get a little loosened up, not loosey goosey. I get so tired of hearing that. I can't even think of any other one of them right now. Loose as a goose and all that kind of shit. I'm like, I gotta. We got some Bowman Brothers bourbon. Try saying that 5 times fast. After 5 glasses. God damn, they just know how to. I'm sure that's not their only family secret. Okay. You got you got family lineage that strong. It's Virginia whiskey. Jokes. We're joking. I love you guys. Your bourbon's fantastic. I'm gonna give it another. I'm giving a little toot. Just because it's that fucking good. That warmth. The woman can't feel it. She's not. Her chakras aren't aligned. Okay, you gotta this shit'll keep you warm. This guy, the guy from the fucking the Titanic, the guy in the movie that was throwing, excuse me, the guy in the movie that was throwing all the furniture over the side of the boat there, and he was just fucking getting tanked. That was a real guy. He survived. Guess why? Body temperature was up. Just saying. Yeah, I know we're going on a hike. Listen, it's fucking snowing up here. It's a mountain. I'm drinking. You got all these fucking dead bodies sliding down the hill around us, okay? I'm going to live to tell the tale, is what I'm going to do. Booze is just, you survive everything. You survive everything, unfortunately, if you're a drunk. People fucking hit a whole family in a car. Guess the lone survivor. It's the guy that caused the crash. I T-boned them. I should be fucking dead right now. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I've never.
Isn't it worse
if
you get T-boned versus the T-boner?
The T-boner definitely gets it pretty good. But it's a head. It's technically, from that point of view, it's a head-on collision. You know what I mean? It's got to be some kind of collision. Sure, the kids got fucking blasted from the side. Little Johnny survived. He needs some fucking new organs, and all the adults that are donating have 2 bigger ones for him. So if he can make it to 17, I'll give him my heart. Sure, yeah. You know what? Alcohol widens your blood vessels, making it more blood flow to your skin. That's why we blush. That's why our noses get big. I always tell people, I'm not blushing. This is rosacea. I'm an alcoholic. Runs in the family. We're trying to do better, though. I feel like we're better than our parents. Our parents are gonna see this, and this is me just going, fucking. But isn't that the point? You're trying to do better than your parents, and then your parents say shit like, "I tried to give you a better childhood than I had." But then all of a sudden we're some kind of what was it, ungrateful pieces of shit. Listen, here, pay heed, you old fucks. All right, I played basketball, counted 2 years in a row when I was a kid. First year, dog shit. I think we were dead last. Second year, played with a church. So obviously, I smoked those fucking cowards. And I think we ended up second in the little league that we were in. First year we played, everybody got trophies. Guess who didn't get trophies? The fucking losers. Like it should be. All right? Look at the Olympics. Second year, everybody got fucking waterproof watches, dude. And I worked my ass off. And I got the same waterproof watch as everybody else. Ask me if I kept it. No, I didn't keep the fucking watch. All right. I tried to drown it. Okay. But that wasn't to see if it would work or not. All right. Guess who applied this weird thing where they didn't want their kids to feel, bad about their unathleticism. Okay. You, not my generation. I look 43. I'm not. Okay. It was you. You raised a bunch of pussies. And I'm not calling my generation pussies. You are. You are. I hate old people. Everybody wants to do the whole like, I can't, it's pretty hard to offend me. No, it's not, bro. No, it's not. I'm not going to pretend it's hard to offend me. We could talk about a lot of things and I won't get, weird about it. But I'm offended 90% of the time I'm awake. God forbid I dream. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys are having scary nightmares. Mine don't have to be scary for me to consider it being a nightmare. It's just I got caught up in a baby shower or something. That's a fucking nightmare, whether I'm awake or not. I got sleep apnea, kid. Just don't let me die during that dream. Don't let that be my forever. All right. I don't believe in ghosts, but I think people get a little confused when they die. That's what I don't really want to go into that. I don't. Maybe people with Alzheimer's, and I don't want anybody seeing this thinking that I don't have any sympathy for Alzheimer's, because I do. Okay. It runs in my family. I'm scared to death. I mean, cancer runs in my family. Alzheimer's runs in my family. I've had sleep apnea since I was born. All of my father's children have back problems through him, and I'm the one with scoliosis. I got enough to think about, kid. I got enough on my plate. So if you think I don't have any sympathy for anybody, hell, I even have sympathy for the people that bullied me in school. Shout out Shane Gillis. I know he needs it. They're having a blast, dude. Not a big deal to them at all. So yeah, I got a sympathy. What was that? Kind of Jason Statham-ish. Jason Statham. Listen, you think it's funny? Sit here talk about me mum's minge, right? You just gonna talk about eating my mum's minge away, what? Just you said that. You said down to the funny bone. You said it's gaining Michael Caine as we go. That's what Jason Statham's gonna sound like when he gets old. It's just a fucking little like I don't know. He sounds like a crybaby sometimes when he talks. When he talks long enough, things lose meaning. Well, you gotta. All right, I'm fucking doing the voices. I'm not. Listen, I'm not. I ain't Frank Caliendo. Okay, that guy looks like so many before pictures mashed together. It's fucking crazy. Maybe not like proactive. Remember those commercials? We're gonna get fucking sued if we talk about what are they doing now? They're gonna be making enemas. I don't know. Listen, a lot of things I want to get done this year to help with my health so that I can do the things that I want to do. I don't know if you think I look tired. I'm fucking exhausted, kid. Okay, I need to do a sleep study. I wasn't kidding about the sleep apnea. I'd like to maybe get a blood test done, you know, maybe do some skincare weekly, maybe an enema, you know, along with that, or yeah, an enema. Enemas are healthy. Suppositories are just for fun. Uh, if you guys don't know the difference between those two, you should figure it out. Hot water up the ass is like I have had to do that shit, and it is it ain't a young man's game, kid. You should really be able to appreciate like never mind. No, I'm not able to appreciate it. Is all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'd rather cold water up the ass. You know, I don't know. I don't want anything up the ass. That's my problem. I think I know I'm not gay, which is like a weird concrete hey man, you know, if I have to have if my hall pass is a guy, then sure, it ain't gonna happen anyway. It's a hall pass. You may as well have fun with a hall pass. Peter Dinklage. I want my I want my hall pass. My new hall pass is Peter Dinklage because I could just kind of throw him around. You know, he's probably a lot of fun in there. He knows what he's doing. You know, probably cares too. He's got a caring face. He probably gives a shit if I climax. Tom Holland, Spider Man. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna scare the shit out of him. I'm gonna corner him like Spider Man. You know, the tight little fucking body. Oh, I mean, what's he weigh? You know, how tall is Tom Holland? He's got to weigh $150. Please, dude. Please. Like laundry. I'm throwing that shit around, kid. I picked her hall pass out for her. It's Method Man. Why wouldn't it be Big Cliff? You know what I mean? You gotta hike that cliff. 5'7". Your ass is mine, Spider-Man. We could be together. We could work together, you and me, Spider-Man. Fuck yeah. I'll go all fucking hobgobbling on his ass. I'm gobbling up his ass. Kiddo. Fucking nice looking little guy. Who's the one he's competing with the Zendaya broad? Who's the one that doesn't even look real? Wonka.
Oh, Chalamet?
Chalamet, not my type. He looks empty. He looks empty and thin-skinned, like literally thin-skinned. I don't know how to explain it. It just looks like it's, you know, his skin. It almost trash baggish. Yeah, I don't know. He's too soft for me, you know. And I understand that him and Tom Holland have a lot in common looks wise, but he just looks soft. He looks like a Jonas brother. I'm not taking it easy on him. He looks like somebody just kind of compressed Jack White. You know what I mean? And he can't fight either. Jack White can fight, I think, which is cool. I like Jack White a lot. I think he did. I think he's done a lot for rock and roll. Jack White, the R. Kelly of rock and roll. R. Kelly did a lot for that genre. I'm not gonna free my boy Robert or anything like that. You know, I love a new album. I think we got fucked with a little while ago about an album that was coming out on Spotify and then it got taken down. It wasn't even a real album. I don't know. He's got more in the tank. And not the tank you think I'm talking about. It's the trickle down effect. Is you know, we don't get any good R&B anymore, bro. We don't get any good R&B. And for anybody that wants to spout this shit about how music's dirty now, give me a fucking break. Look up some deep cuts with like Isley Brothers and shit. They will talk about being inside of you. They think about it a lot. That's why that's why they were the kings. I mean, I don't know. I'd like to do a list of like top people of their genres. R. Kelly is going to be at the top of the list at an era with R&B, because you got Isley Brothers. Hip hop loved Isley Brothers. They would sample shit to the point where they didn't even change the song at all. At all. Today Was a Good Day or whatever by Ice Cube. I don't really respect the career. You know, I love you, Cube. I think you're probably a great guy. You look super mean, and I love. I do love that. I do love a good mean mug. But you know, as far as NWA was pretty sick, but the solo stuff, I'm not talking shit. There's just things you don't enjoy. I think that people should start to embrace that. Like, I didn't care for it. Listen, if you watch the pod and you tried it out and you're like, not for me, leave a comment. Be like, you know what, I just can't fucking sit through it. You know, we get we get one commenter every fucking episode. Leave it all on the table. You know what I mean? You gotta be honest. In this game, okay? It's all about honesty. We did Albuquerque and Roswell with Jeff Leeson and Levi Mabe. You know what I mean? I'm positive I killed. It hasn't happened yet. We're going this weekend, but I know I crushed it. You know what I mean? I fucking, yeah, I knocked their socks off. Listen, it was almost embarrassing, you know, because Mabe and Leeson are selling merch, and people just kept asking me, "What do you got?" I had to get rid of some shoes. You know, I had to sell them something. They weren't walking away with nothing. You know, I was cornered like Timothy Chalamet. I knew there was nothing I could do. You got to give them something. God, I fucking love those guys. I can't wait. Yeah, no, I'm sure I crushed. Listen, we have a lot to do. We really put in a lot of work. And again, subscribe. Do all the followings and shit like that. Tell your buddies about this shit, because it's not, you know, it's not. I mean, it's not for nothing. You know, the woman's got a little brother that looks up to me a lot. You know, and that's pressure. I think that's positive pressure. You know, you can't let the little guy down. And every time every time I'm on stage and he's there, I just see him wow, looking up. You know, I can't believe he could do that. This one's for you. Makes all those broken pens worth it. You know what I mean? Fucking gay boat. God, I am actually very scared that at one point in my life I'm going to look at a picture of me young and a picture of me, you know, then when I'm older, and be like, my nose grew. Because that's one of the things about drinking. And I'm sure Bert Kreischer, listen, if you can't tell on Bert Kreischer, it's not because he fucking got a you know, a tummy tuck on his nostrils. It's just because it's not as noticeable as you think it's going to be. We'll notice. You know, you wake up one morning, all of a sudden you look like fucking Gypsy Rose. Hey, man, listen, you know, I don't want to shame over looks or anything. In most cases, you could have found pussy elsewhere, Bubba. Okay, you killed a woman for that. Oh man, she probably wasn't even good at nothing. I mean, I don't want to talk, you know, shit about when it happened. Were they teenagers when it happened? Doesn't matter to me. not a great looking broad. There's multiple things wrong with that one. Okay, I didn't know about it until recently though, so I don't think I fell for any of that shit. Listen, her mom was probably an evil bitch. That's what I've been hearing. You know, a lot of people throw a lot of words around, speculation, all this and that. Her mom said she was sick. I think she got proven right. You know what I mean? It's, sometimes, sometimes you hit the nail on the fucking head. It's just you put her in a wheelchair instead of a fucking whatever those. I can't think of the name of the
Straight check.
straight jacket. Thank you. Yeah. Well, the guy that she found to do her dirty work was definitely straight. Maybe a little maybe a little far gone. You let her talk you into murder? Yucky. Gross. Bitch looks like Shane Lahari. I'll put 2 pictures up. You guys don't know who Shane's a fucking loser. But, you know, it's brother and sister. Just a couple of fucking wackadoos. Okay. That would be our first dollar. In white jargon. We'll get it labeled. I don't know. Tip your bartenders, support the local, whatever howsy doozers. It's yeah, that'll end up being your fund at one point. You want to go to college? I'm gonna put in $1 at a time. You'll get to go. We're gonna put you through Everest. We're gonna put you through Everest Community College. Do you remember those commercials? Did you ever see those commercials? The black guy just being mean to you?
No.
It was like, it was an Everest Community College commercial, and this guy was like, look at you. You're sitting on the couch, you're wasting your life away. What are you eating, Fritos right now? You got dust on your hands, you schmutz on your face, you look like shit. Get down to Everest. It was the weirdest pitch of all time. And I was like, who's this working for? Like, I bet you some poor Jews ended up going to Everest, more so than black people, more so than I was like, dude, you're just you're beating down people, expecting them to love what you're selling. Like, that was my audience on Periscope. They're just belittling people, and they just keep coming back. You know, just a bunch of people with fucking daddy issues or something. Just a lot of "I told you so's" told to you, and all of a sudden you want to get involved in some shitty computer engineering career. I'm gonna work for Facebook. You're not. You're gonna put together a shitty Uber. Is what you're gonna do. You're gonna make the world's worst application. God. You're gonna work at. You're gonna end up working at Christian Mingle. You know, find God's computer generated match for you. How did that slip through the cracks? You know, like I don't know. Christians should hate that shit. And what you should do is just put a cross between the black people meat and farmersonly.com. Really stir some shit up. Fox News should be in charge of that. They're trying to start a race war. You know how many people I've known that think that the next thing that's going to happen is a race war? I think you're looking forward to something, is what I think. And that's just what I think. Because you seemed racist before, and then you told me that. Good Lord. Do you remember your first encounter with racism? No? It wasn't against me. They thought I was being racist. I think in the 2nd grade. I had a Vietnamese buddy. There's some Vietnamese in Kansas. It was when I was a kid. It was it's still a little confusing to me. I don't know what about Kansas brought Vietnamese people, you know, a lot. What was appealing to them? I don't know. I don't understand it. Listen, in no way am I going, there shouldn't be fucking Vietnamese people in Kansas. I don't give a shit who's there. Weird market, though, Kansas. Anyway, I had a buddy that won't be named. I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen him in fucking forever. But anyway, I had a Vietnamese buddy in like the second grade. Around that time, my dad would fucking we would I my twin brother and my father would fucking wrestle like a motherfucker around because I was a huge fan of wrestling. I mean, we all, you're a kid, you wrestle. Anyway, one of the things that my dad would do is fucking just fucking wipe his face on your face, and he would let that stubble grow just a little bit, and it would fuck your face up, dude. Just get your skin all fucking raw and shit. And he would tell us it's because of his whiskers. So one day, I'm in the restroom with Gavin. We're washing our hands, and I thought I seen some like black hair. I thought he was growing some facial hair. I was like, "Do you have whiskers?" And the next thing I knew, I was being pulled into the office, and they were like, they thought I didn't even know what was happening. They called my parents in and tried to explain it to them, and everybody was just as confused as me, at least for a moment. And both my parents, I never got to see them agree a whole lot with one another, but both of them were like, "Oh, fucking shut up." Like, no, the 10-year-old did not make a clever race joke. Are you out of your mind? You know how long it took for me? You know what age I had to be to make an Asian joke like that, or to have the wherewithal to make an Asian joke like that? Because it wasn't 10 years, damn it. It wasn't 10 years old. Yeah. I listen, I'm grateful that the first run-in that I had with racism wasn't people being racist to me. And if it was, I didn't notice it. I was oblivious to all of it. It for real took it took some intervention of sorts for me to know what was going on. But there was a teacher that I had in the 7th grade. That was the first time I seen somebody be racist to another person, and she was a Mexican broad. Or no, she was a black chick. She was being racist to a Mexican kid. I quote, we're doing roll call. And she was like, oh, Martinez is what she was saying. No kid answered. Martinez. The kid's like, my last name's Martinez. And she was like, in America? A black chick in Vegas when in America it's pronounced Martinez.
Gross.
Jesus Christ. Whitney Houston.
Maybe in your
You
America.
fucking sucking on the pipe a little too hard before your shift, you fucking lunatic. That school was fucking nuts. I went to a fair amount of schools. No, through no fault of my own. I wasn't a bad kid. I'll never pretend that I was a bad kid. I got in a lot of fights. Didn't have a physical altercation with anybody till I was like 22. Racism at 10. Drinking at 13. Fight at 22. You know, it's a natural progression, these things. Some people don't have their first drink until they're 22. I think that's crazy. But then they, fist fought at a young age. And I'm like, that's, I get it. I did grow up in Kansas for a little while. I saw some fucking redneck shit. Kid at a birthday party I was at. Fucking birthday boy got into a fight with a kid. We were in a backyard at night, and all the kids were in a pool. And then a fight happened, and birthday boy tried to hold the other kid underwater. Parents didn't do anything. I mean, this is fucking redneck. Obviously above ground pool. Obviously above ground pool. Everything was pretty visible from an adult, at least at 5'5". Those pools don't go over that. I don't think. It's been a long time since I've been around, not been around, but had a above ground pool. I don't think they're worth it, by the way. Uh, you know, whatever, make the best of your situation. You're poor. Embrace the poor. Do a slip and slide. Yeah, a slip and slide's fun. An above ground pool looks like shit. The dog can ruin it. If a bird could ruin a pool, maybe the pool ain't worth having. All right, you got a water bill just on your grass. Who's the winner? I mean, at least with a slip and slide, you get a battle scar. Nobody checked for rocks well enough, and you just get that slip down your spine. Just feel like you just autopsied right away. Just a parent comes over, pulls your back open. It's an experience. But a fight in an above ground pool is not an experience you should have to be able to relate with people. Everybody's been on a slip and slide. Everybody's been on a slip and slide, you know, or a water park, an actual slide. If there's a rock on that, I mean, a jagged piece of carbon fiber, whatever those slides are made out of, just gut your child. And then you get to see him go, just, like this through the air. Oh man. I for some reason didn't have that much of an issue because I'm terrified of heights. We covered this. But I didn't have a big issue with like huge slides. Like, and I'm not talking about the closed ones. Those are my favorite for obvious reasons. You thrash around, you get thumped up, you don't have to look at the ground from 50 feet above it. Kind of cool. But I did the one that just shooter. I mean, every park has it and they name it something different. But the one where they're like, cross your arms, cross your legs, keep your head back, and just stay straight. And I'm like, what kind of experience is that? So, when I went down and I started like this, as soon as I started going down and I felt that speed and went, fucking like I was actually falling. I'm not gonna lie and say that I skipped across the water, but that'd have been cool. My first enema. You thought I had an enema for medical reasons? Nah, kid. I shut the water park down because
Because you turned the water brown.
because I shit real bad. That water came out of me just as fast as it went in, baby boy. It propelled me. I stayed skipping across the fucking. I've been judged by the woman, by the old bag, for the way that I learned swimming. And it feels like it goes without saying that most of you almost drowned when you learned to swim. That's kind of how we do the thing, dude. Don't do it with the dog. You shouldn't almost drown the dog. But learning is learning. You're gonna make learning. Fucking, I just did Elmer. I just did Portuguese pig real quick right there. You're gonna make learning something that could save your life easy. I just feel like it's takes away from the whole experience. You know what I mean? Listen, my father throws me into the pool, gets in, remains 6 feet away from me. He's like, come on, lets me think that I can get to him, gives me a goal, short goal. Honestly, kicking and screaming will get you 6 feet in a pool. I'm not out of my mind for saying that. That's what I did. I mean, I don't think I screamed. You'd have to ask the people. It was a public pool, though, and this is one of the other things: humility that you're able to teach your kid when you're teaching them how to swim. You're getting a lot of shit out of the way. Honestly, you're getting a lot of things out of the way. Humility being one. That's a big one, dude. And I'm not saying that that's when I learned humility, because It is not. It was my first taste, though. And it's good to have your first taste of humility pretty early on. I think he did it right, man. I think my dad did a lot of things right. You know, he's a fucking human being. Did a lot of things wrong. I'd like to. I don't want a kid, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to have like a bad news bears kind of, give me a nephew that I can volunteer or get caught drunk driving and have to do court ordered little league coaching or something like that. I don't know, why. I don't understand what goes on in my brain, but I have a big want for that, to play that Billy Bob Thornton role, where I'm not, it's court order, but I'm showing up hungover anyways. For some reason, there's no parole officer around when I'm there with 8-year-old kid. Not that I did anything. Not that there's anything wrong with me being around 8-year-old kids.
Yeesh.
just just that it was court order. There should have been a parole officer. That fell apart, man. That fell all the way apart. Not what I meant at all. I just think that if it was a court order thing, movies where they sentence you to be in Seinfeld, you hit this guy's car, you have to be his butler for a year. Just stupid movies shit is all I mean. Again, listen, this is how you write movies and such. It's not there's not, boy, what a self-incriminating thing. What a weird thing somebody would say. Just, I'm an idiot. Oh my God. Fuck, that was funny, dude. What I'm saying is, I've always fancied myself in that Billy Bob Thornton status of the shithead roles that he plays. Bad Santa, the one that I just mentioned. Bad News Bears. Love it. I think it's perfect. I think that and I don't hear a lot of people talking about Bad News Bears. I think he made it a classic. I think that was the version that should have happened, and it didn't before. And sometimes you nail it on the head, and sometimes you don't. Billy Bob Thornton, fucking RBIs or whatever, dude. It's he's not. He's a fucking grand slammer. I need to learn baseball before I try the Bad News Bears shit. Good Lord. Listen, oh man, I'm about to talk out of my ass. Well, The Longest Yard, who was it? Sexy. Fucking Burt Reynolds, I think. And that was a classic. That competes with the Adam Sandler one. Nelly was in that. I mean, it's a toss up for me. But Burt Reynolds started the classic with hitting a woman. And if you make me laugh right out of the gate, I mean, it's a toss up for me. There was no reason to have that. There was no reason to have a scene where he hits a woman in the beginning of the movie, but they did that. I feel for me. They wanted to make people like me laugh, and they succeeded. And I think that's beautiful. I think that's artistry. That's real directorial artistry. Those writers were in the right. Burt Reynolds, nailed it. I mean, get young Burt Reynolds to fake hit a woman in a movie, and you tell me the inaccuracies. That guy has smacked abroad before, and you can tell. He's like my boy Sean Connery.
He's a method actor.
Man, method actor for sure. Not like Shaggy. That's a methadone actor. But god damn it, man, Sean Connery makes me laugh. Anyway, guys, listen. I think I fucking if you're sitting at home and you went, Jesus Christ, Goose, knocked it out of the park, 8th time in a row. What can't this guy do? I think the same. I'm just as surprised as you, honestly. So, give yourself a pat on the back for making it this far through the episodes that we're doing. Tell your friends, your loved ones about it. Tell your ex-wife about it, that you can't fucking stand her. Maybe she'll fall asleep to it with some other guy's kids. Me babysitting them through YouTube or Spotify. Check us out. Figure it out, man. Follow us, show us some love. We're showing you the entirety of our skins, so figure it out. Till then, we're like the last episodes. We're just like the presidents, man. We're over here shaking babies, kissing titties, and signing hands. So go ahead and stay tuned. We're gonna keep doing what we're doing here, Champo, and yeah, miss me.